There is so much wrong with Slamma Jamma that I should go on to make a video series, like one episode a week, to detail how incredibly incompetent this movie is. This is brutally awful filmmaking, and you can tell about how low-key of a release it is, because if you're watching this video, there's a good chance you've never even heard of Slamma Jamma to begin with. What is it? Longtime readers of my content and my reviews know that I seek out a lot of Christian films, a lot of faith-based cinema. I think that they're an interesting grab bag of movies, and even if they're not always of high quality or even very good, they always make for very good reviews, and I always come out of them at least with something to say. Slamma Jamma lets me come out with something to say unexpectedly, because I didn't expect to really lament how poorly made the film is. And I don't like to critique acting too much. It doesn't, I'll admit that it doesn't take a whole ton for me to believe people when they're acting, you know what I mean? I usually don't have to really notice a lot of acting unless it's terrible. In this case it is. It's horrible in this film. In addition to, like, technical sides of things, you know what I mean, like just like background extras and stuff like that, and little, like, you know, touches here and there. You can see the camera equipment in this movie. That's how bad it is. But what is it? It stars Chris Staples, a former Harlem Globetrotter basketball player, dunk specialist, did a lot of dunking competition, and that's what the movie's mainly about. It's about an ex-con named Michael Diggs who was really going to wind up being a huge NBA star, but he wound up being an accessory to a robbery, an accessory to murder, so he winds up getting sentenced to 6 years in prison. The film opens with him getting out of prison after his 6-year sentence, and going about his life. He's lost his fiancée. He's lost all the contract money that he could have potentially secured. He's a former USC Trojan too. So the movie revolves around his kind of like him being reformed, and him, you know, trying to reform his life and get back on track with his career. You know what I mean? Taking all sorts of odd jobs, taking whatever work he can get. He winds up enrolling in a dunk contest, a national dunk contest, in order to get the money to try to fund his mother's ailing state. And this movie too is horribly acted. Nobody in this movie's an actor, and you can tell that from the beginning. And I don't think anybody who wrote this film is really a writer either, because this movie is so badly written too. There's characters that are such misplaced comic relief. There's about 8 different subplots going on, whether they be about Michael and him trying to get back on track, or his fiance and her new boyfriend, who's also this rising NBA star. And then you got Michael's mother getting sick, and then you got Michael's, you know, moron friends over here that are doing their own thing. There's so much in this film that Slamma Jamma can't accommodate and really can't focus on, and the fact that the story is so bland and everything is just really not helpful either. And the funniest thing of the whole movie that I thought, besides being able to see like some of the boom operators in the movie during the dunk contest, the other funny thing about this movie too is Chris Staples, the lead actor. In case you forget his name, I noticed this like 10 minutes in the movie. In case you forget his name, he's got it tattooed on his arm. That's beautiful. It says Chris Staples right on his arm. That's hilarious, and that's a summation of Slamma Jamma. I give it a D- on Influx Magazine, a 1.5 stars on my website, stevethemovieman.proboards.com. Read the full link below. I'm Steve Pulaski. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next video review. Bye.